Hello, welcome back. Oh, let's see what we got going on today. Today is studio session 11.1. We are finishing up the phase 3 of our project. So let's review that. No, we'll come back to it. You guys know what to do. So let's just kind of recap. Easy checklist. Semesters are changing. Spring is open this week. If it's not this week, it is within the next couple days. Make sure you register immediately for your classes, as we are offering fewer and fewer classes each semester. So if you don't get in, you'll have to wait for another semester possibly. So get in while you can. You have been warned. These will be updated as fall will be coming out. So in spring, this will be updated as to better show the program map, as we are no longer going to be offering after spring. We will no longer be offering fourth semester classes. It'll be 2 and 2 in fall, 2 in spring. So there'll be a breakup of those, and possibly some in the third. So just get to understand that it's like a normal college. You can't always take the courses when you want, as we need students to be taking the courses. Do your graphic design quick challenge for session 11. Make sure you use the internet to help you answer those questions, get an A. It's basically every extra credit is the way I would call it. Managing assets. Make sure you turn in managing assets. Of course, I always view the instructions, read the book, read the instructions, show me what you got. Sounds smart. Know a little bit more how the world works. You're just a graphic designer, but there's far more encompassed than just learning your tracking and kerning, if you know what I'm saying. Every designer needs to know. Keep pumping these out. You're doing good. We're getting, I think there's 4 left. 11, 12, 13, 14. Maybe there's 5 left. 4 or 5 left. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So including 11, there's 5 left. Exploring brands D. D is the last one. So just so you know, when we get to these, you have graphic design discovery A, B, C, and D, exploring brands A, B, C, and D, and exploring media A, B, C, and D. D is the last one, and then we're going to do a culmination project for each one of those sessions, and then we have our project C, and one major project left after this. You are working on social media posts. I went over that in great detail in 11.1. I talked about the billboard in 11.1. I will work on the unique stand-up. I think I'm saving that for session 12 as we roll out, but I'm really getting the stand-up to make sure you guys understand what to do. I have gone over this as well, showing you height, sizes, everything that we need to know about that, so you can come up with some ideas. I got an idea. I don't know if it'll work. It's going to be too tall, I think. Oh, there's my idea. I just changed my idea. And I got it. So I have to note it somewhere. There you go. You never know when an idea will hit you, hey? It's always great about being creative. Is like you just be doing something, talking about something else, and be like, oh no, I just discovered the solution. Make sure you're tidy, neat, and everything. I talked to everybody. I mentioned in everybody's, you gotta include some imagery. Boy, oh boy, some of these are just kind of dry without some imagery of people doing stuff, washing up. Bring it to life. See some imagery, like so stale. I only put in exactly what was told to me and nothing else. Wow, it's a strong design. Or if you do that, the thing is it has to be pristinely designed. If you're like, I'm only including the logo and a product shot and the body copy, I'm going to nitpick that thing and be like, this letter is off, this is off, this is off. So just like depending on how you want to go about it. kind of like the more you add, the more leeway you get. It's more exciting. There's a ton of ways to talk about it. So get into that. Let's do our little tricks and tips. First one, no low res. What the heck, people? Not kidding. Low res images do not work ever. Getting images from the internet is a tricky business. If you are going to a reputable site, such as some of these sites down here, you will find and you can request high res images. See what's happening here? These dots, those are called pixels. And this is not a clear image. This is a clear image. I can read everything that's going on here. I can't read anything. This has fallen apart. It is too low res. I know the difference that when you send me, I know what I'm looking for when you guys send those smallest PDF file sizes. I can see the correct resolution because it down reses it. But when they come across like this means you started with a bad image, and then which just leads to a bad image. And it's so easy to correct. I don't know, camera. That's a picture of a camera. I need a picture of a camera. Picture of a film camera. Now, this is a general search on the internet, right? So it's a general search. So instead of just hitting images and going to the first foggy image, I'm going to actually make sure I go to tools, and I'm going to make sure I go to size, and I make sure it's on large size. You could, I think there's like, you can even, no, large. So that large size is going to make sure to a point that the image is going to be high res. Is it a guarantee? No, but what we can do is you can click on the image and check it. And when I scroll over, my biggest concern is this gray box right down here, this gray box. So all I'm doing is I picked an image and I scroll over that gray box. In that gray box, one of these two numbers should always be above 1,000. That's my go-to. Let's try another one. If it's not above 1,000, I'm not going to go for it because I know it's going to be too small. But as you could see, when you hit large, every image is coming across as over 1,000. So how did I do that again? Let's do that again, just so those people, because I get low res images put into assignments all the time. And I keep questioning, how come it's low res? And people are like, I don't know. Well, I got it from the internet. Well, you can get high res from the internet. Here's the thing. You might have to pivot. Oh, I found this image. It's great. It's low res. Guess what? It's not usable. Just throw it away. No, but it's perfect. It's not perfect if it's low res. So your idea of perfect has to change. And then you could do Google image searches. Do you know how to do those? They're amazing too. You just click this little button right here and upload your file. Let's see if it finds it. I'll upload this. It's going to find my YouTube channel. Yeah, YouTube. It found my YouTube channel. This is how I check some of your work as well. If I have a questionable image from a student or a questionable project, I do an image search of that project, find out more about it if there is a search available. So you can take your low res, throw it in the image search and see if you can find a high res one. So let's do this search one more time. What should we show? I want a picture of a person holding a sign. This is for my stand-up. Holding a sign. All right, but what am I going to do first and second? I'm going to go to images, and then I'm going to go to tools, and I'm going to go to size, and I'm going to go to large. And there we go. Now I'm getting these are the image. Oh, but there's so many good images in that other area. Guess what? They were low res. I couldn't use them to begin with. So I know this is great. This is almost what I want, except for the sad person. Huh. So I will have to do some digging. And then what does this do for you? Oh no, I need to just search harder, or I need to change my search query. You know, change your search. A person of people. Tools, size, large. I don't know. It's a different search. Maybe something will work here in what I'm looking for. So always then change your search parameters as well in order to make sure that you find that high res image of what you're looking for. And if you can't find a high res, don't use it. Throw it away. Just move on. Please, oh please, do not use low res images. You are at a point in the graphic design career where you are going to be starting to build a final portfolio. And guess what? You can't have low res images. So anything that you have, and then you're going to be like, oh, but I only have that one image. Well, then you can't show that piece, or you're going to have to rebuild it and redo it. So just kind of get that in your mind. Like if it's low res, you can't use it to show as a professional portfolio piece. So just start thinking about that. You have a bunch of classes left. Make sure they're always high res. We're always high resin. Artifacts. If you have questions about it, let me know. Oh, this is no low res, no artifacts. Oh, session 12 gets in the deeper cut. Because I will teach you how to do this, and it's here. Some of it's here. This is something that drives me nuts as well. I don't see it nearly as much as I used to, which is a good sign coming from you students as you become better at what you do. You're looking for these things. But a lot of times we used to get, if an image was like this and you put it in your design file, it would look like this. There would be white around it, and that white is what we call artifacting. They're artifacts left behind. Think of archaeology. Archaeologists look for artifacts that were left behind. These are pixels that are left behind, but they're not necessarily useful in the area that we want them. I want a pair of black scissors on a dark gray background. This is what I want it to look like. I don't want a single pixel showing me the edge. I want people to be like, those are jet black. They are perfect. There's no nothing to be like looking at. So you need to also make sure that when you are working, and it's getting better. I think one of the reasons is Photoshop has improved exponentially within the past 2 to 3 years in its algorithms to remove backgrounds from single images. I use Photoshop. I also use the pen tool in Photoshop quite a bit. The pen tool allows me to get an even deeper visually of what I want, and I can adjust that path. You know, once you use the pen tool in Photoshop, it's an adjustable path. So if you export it or you save that selection as a PSD with a clipping mask, you can continuously update it and like move things over and be like, oh, some pixels are showing here. I don't like that. Just nudge it and go back to it. So that's another big one. You know, just make sure this is like, we're moving in this territory where you don't want to see anything. I don't want low res. I don't want artifacts. Like that's like when you first came into this program and you're just like throwing pictures here and there and you're adding drop shadows and all that. I've taught you to not do drop shadows. I've taught you to do all these other things. The next one is make sure your images are beautiful. Oh, but I like that. Don't even search for low res. Stop it. And then when you cut something out, take the time. It takes 5 extra minutes. I know we're all pressed for time, but Joel, you assigned 5 projects. That each one should take you less than an hour. And if you add 5 minutes on the one, take 5 minutes off another. Balance your time as well. Get into the design process. I mean, think about where you're gonna, if you get a job 40 hours a week just doing graphic design, this is the stuff they're expecting from you, that you take the time within those time frames to do the exacting parts. And if you don't know how to do it now, how are you going to know how to do it later? Because you certainly don't want to supply a client or a employer a image that is low res or has artifacting on it, because they're going to look at you and be like, oh, do you not know how to do this? You're like, well, kind of, but I didn't have time to do it. And they'll be like, yeah, you had time. We're paying you. I paid you to make sure this looks good. They're like, that's your job. Your job is to make their stuff look good. And if it includes spending extra time, you do it. So, I mean, it may seem like really non-basic, but it's very, very important to do that. I think I'm gonna keep it short today. I'm gonna keep it short today because I want to do stand-up on Thursday as part of the introduction of session 12, which is the phase 4 or the final. So we'll do that then. So with that, I'll let you guys go. Again, if you ever have a question, comments, or concern, you're not sure what's going on, how to do something, any sort of, you need to reach out to me. I am here. I am available. I never want to hear that a student wasn't able to get a hold of me and they had a question and there's this problem or that problem. I'm always around. If you can't get a hold of me, I want you to document it and then tell me and then show the dean and be like, I wasn't able to get a hold of Joel on this day and this time. And then I will tell you why not. But I am always here to help. So make sure you know that. Don't be shy. I'd love to help you students. I'll get on a video call. I'll do text messages. I'll do anything. So, all right, cool. Have a good day. And I will talk to you on Thursday with the start of session 12. Good luck with everything, finishing it up. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these. I'm looking forward to seeing them come to life with some imagery, please. And yeah, all right. Talk to you Thursday. All right, bye-bye.